Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the very small, very intimate Deadly Towers tournament. I know all would probably not expect something like this to be able to be shown off, but the power of SpeedGaming Live and the power for the fans that wanted to see it. The one great thing about SpeedGaming is, SpeedGaming Live, getting to show off some amazing, small games and some amazing, fun. I would recommend, checking out everything that's going on with SpeedGaming Live, but all that stuff. Anyway, Deadly Towers. I'll give a plot really quick. Our hero, uh, short and sweet, basically, he's been told that his kingdom is in danger and that he needs to go defeat a wizard by destroying some bells. I read all the plot synopsis on it, but it is what it is on that one. It's a very fun and interesting game. So our runners here, and Bragondarch are picking up a little bit of health here and there to start. They're going to immediately go to the back, head to the nearest dungeon where they can pick up some butter, aka the money for this game, and be able to get to the first, well, the eighth dungeon. No, not eighth dungeon. I think it's the fourth one they head to that they can buy scrolls at to be able to warp to the area. But you'll see them walking in and out between this room here so they can quickly kill the enemy in here to earn some money. But I am probably going to mispronounce the names on that one, but our hero here, he's pretty weak to start with, so they're hoping to pick up some money, go and get some scrolls to be able to warp directly to the area with the 7 towers, as they need to destroy 7 bells, each of them in each tower, hence the name Deadly Towers, or as they originally wanted to call it, Hell's Bells, but they said they wouldn't give them the seal of approval, that one. Though they did allow some of the actual, more gothic artwork in some of the towers, and Joonie being the first to head towards the shop to pick up some of the scroll. You'll see them pick up, I think it's 4 of them, to be able to warp in and out of the towers. They will be doing a small grind later on to be able to warp back to the entrance once they have destroyed all 7 bells. Unlike the Japanese version, which has a glitch that allows you to duplicate bells, which is a little hard to explain, but short and sweet. The runners will be some combat, some RNG, and having some fun. And yes, if both Dragon and we are watching, I did say fun there. I did not stutter. Now, fun for who? That's debatable. The one good thing about SpeedGaming Live, you'll never know what tournaments you get to see, and you'll never know, what fans want to see. That's one great thing about this. But looks like Dragon is done their grind, while Joonie, looks like I couldn't tell if not they got the money needed for it. According to the leaderboard, Dragon Art still has world record. He's got, I think, 1 second. Let me pull up and I'll tell you. Joonie has 6th place. Now, mind you, there is some RNG in this game. But I do have to say, this is a fun game. I played it a lot as a kid, and I think I'm crazy for saying it's fun, but for an early NES game, they did try to add in a lot of lore and do a lot of interesting things with it. It's the type of game that was the type of game that honestly it has its good side and its bad. It has its good points and its bad points. The good points are it's got a lot of lore and Dragon opting to pick up a potion to basically heal on that one. It's blue. It is a solid game on the NES, despite the drawbacks of some things. It's got its benefits there, and does actually have some interesting tech to it. Dragon opting to not warp. Probably going to go pick up some more equipment. More health. Game in and of itself, its positives were it had a lot of lore. It tried to be more, I guess you could call it an open world. For an early NES game, that's very impressive on that one. The devs, got a little ambitious, but did try to make it, entertaining and fun. Despite screwing up some things, it's got its charm to it. Mind you, it came out the same year as The Legend of Zelda, so those things were still new on that one. Dragon opting to go to a specific tower first so they can pick up some equipment as our hero, I think it's Mayor, Myer is how they spell it, does have does not have much as far as defense goes, and devs expected you to explore around, find some actual areas, and the nice thing is that although the dungeons are annoying and hard, and you might stumble into them at random, it's nice that you can easily find, especially in this day and age, having a map doesn't make it that bad. Yes, you're going to take damage. Yes, you're going to be, annoyed with some things, but finding everything isn't, is, it's not as bad as it used to be. Dragon popping one of the potions, since in a tournament setting, you do want to be able to survive and not take a death, because if you accidentally hit a button on the password screen at the start, you might actually lose a lot of time there. Yep. It's a game that does get annoying some things, but it really isn't that bad once you play it and figure it out. You'll get frustrated to begin with, but old NES games, they did a lot of that. They did a lot of that. Take a look at games like Ninja Gaiden and others. But Dragon almost approaching the first boss. To take out the boss. Best as they can. Positive notes. Uh, there are spots if you position yourself perfectly, depending on the boss, be able to avoid a lot of the damage without having to move. Dragon opting to pick up, play a bit more conservatively, but has to be careful thanks to being a little low on health. That's one benefit to this game. It makes you have to think on the fly and is pretty good for combat. Dragon picking up their first bell at around the 8-minute and 50-second mark. going into the parallel zone to pick up some equipment. Parallel zones are hidden areas within the towers to have some that hold a lot of good items, although they are a little dangerous thanks to not having a lot of health in there early on and not having a lot of defense. Although I do have to say, this is the type of game that if in modern if someone were to ever make a mod making Link's move just a tiny bit faster and throw tiny bit faster as well, and making sure the enemies didn't flicker, a lot more fans would be and a lot more fans would enjoy it. Also, picking up the very first armor and warping back and going to burn the first of the bells, since is that will heal Dragon's HP. While on Uni's side, opting to head up towards the top of the tower. Also, them they grab a shield, spend a little bit of extra time grinding, but are making sure that they can complete the game. As neither of our runners want to take a death, although as fans, I'm not going to say we want to see them take deaths, because that's just cruel and they'll yell at me for that one, but I think we do want to see some entertainment. Fun fact, SpeedGaming's own Diesel actually still holds second place in this game. We all know this game is near and dear to his heart. Like entering the secret room here, getting some okay RNG, picking up the try to remember which of the pieces of equipment it is. Anyway, has to be a little bit careful, but not as much right now because of having that extra armor that we picked up earlier, and is at the first at the second boss area, helping to tank damage, but having the ability to get there, having the ability to get there at the end. Uh, I am not sure on that one. It's been a while since I have played the game. Well, let me rephrase it. It's been a while since I've beaten the game. Although you do have to appreciate the pieces of the game on that one. Dragon opting to use the one. God, I forget what the name of the ability is. One item to basically help with. Oh God, Dragon took a death. Please, 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 please don't. Good. Wait, did they? Oh, good, good, good. I thought they had hit the button on that one, changing their password slightly. Luckily, the game does remember what bells you burned. And positive note is, even taking a death, the parts that you already grabbed actually respawn, so you can get even more health. Now, I do not. We're gonna have to do some more grinding here. He is taking it slowly, but is still alive on that one. Luckily, I do not believe that they lose their armor or anything if they take a death, but picking up the armor right then and there, going for the scroll. Yes, sadly, on that one, it was not intended. That's the one nice thing about this game. Despite the RNG on it, it's an interesting run, as you do have to think about just what's coming up, how fast can you go for things, and how risky do you want to play things. Zuni picking up an extra shield does allow for a little bit of defense, making it a little bit slower, but he's going for a more rather safe than sorry approach. Dragon picking up another scroll. Luckily, all the matches in the tournament are best of 3, and it is a round robin style tournament just to help showcase the game's 35th anniversary. Oh no, he takes death as well. At least both of our runners are on equal footing now. And I'm betting they're not going to be happy. Well, at the same point, it's the fact that it's still going to be fun. And yes, I believe both of them were out of healing items. Both of them do have to play it a bit conservatively here. But I do not know if either are watching the race or not. Probably not, thanks to wanting to concentrate on this. But I'm pretty sure both of them feel a little bit behind. However, both of them are recovering nicely. Nice damage boost from Dragon there. To be fair, I think they're both going to be annoyed no matter what, but at the same point, it does get to show off a fun little game that is notorious for being a bad game, but it does have its charm. I can head back into the tower. Now, fun fact, completing a tower not only fills off the tower so you can't re-enter it, except for one of the towers that entrance is also connected to the 8th dungeon. So to be fair, it's where the 8th dungeon puts you out. And one other fun fact, that re-entering a room once you defeated the boss will respawn the boss, but not the bell. Except for a few other small things here and there with the Japanese version, but either way, both of them are handling the game quite well. Bad scaling RNG, wild RNG. Like entering the parallel zone again. That's one interesting thing about any run that is more combat heavy. Having to deal with the reactions to certain things and thinking on the fly. Gotta say though, without the sprite flicker in this game, it really does help. You know, it makes it a lot easier. I mean, if someone wants to make a mod to this game to where you don't have to deal with the sprite flicker as much alongside making our hero move just the tiniest bit faster alongside his base weapon being a little faster, I think a lot more people would enjoy it. Well, apart from the dungeons and accidentally stumbling into them, but apart from that, you know, it's fun. And up to the centerpiece. Nothing to use so that way they can get close to the bell to save some time. Getting down centerpiece. Opting to use the warp on that one. Let's see, head down, farming for some more roll money. Yes, but at the same point, this game is still fun. And by that I mean it's the type of game where you can enjoy it as long as you are aware that you're going to have to deal with some powering up on that one. But at the same point, once you get used to it, it's not that bad despite the RNG. Both of our runners farming a bit more money. Well, a bit more lutter. To be fair, if you want to if you want to see about some of those bad games actually getting shown off in the tournament setting, SpeedGaming Live next year. It's one of those nice things about it. I'm just happy to have our runners, be willing to show off this game in a competitive setting. That is, since it's one thing that you really wouldn't expect to be able to be shown off. Looks like Dragon's popping some health potions, going back to, I think, yep, going to the exit, back to the bell, having to take that quick detour. Both of the runners have taken at least one death. Both of them are doing decent on that one. To be fair, Uni, I believe, has got 2 bells to Dragon's 3, although they have not earned one of them. Let's see, will they win the lottery? Who knows? Well, the game knows, but our runners don't. Both of them playing it cautiously and doing a very good job, I might add. We getting to the next area, going for the, I believe, those are the boots, or are they the gloves? Either way, it does let our hero move faster. Continue with their death, lost one of the bells because they're not turning it, but it is what it is. But at the same point, it is at least a positive to see a good game get shown off. And yes, they all yell at me for saying good, but at the same point, I think it was a good. I think it was a good and solid game. I think the devs were trying to be a little too ambitious at the time, but 1980s. Going into Parallel Zone again. Parallel Zone is sort of a alternate piece to the towers that allow you to basically get unique items out of it. Also, here is Cold Killer. The one boss that you can actually go back into their tower from the 8th dungeon. They're also used in the Japanese version of the game to help duplicate bells later on, which is also amusing because no one would ever want to run that except for the tasks of this game, because that means going to the final boss without any equipment. Although personally, I theorize that you could probably do it and still get a good time even with getting out of your way for some stuff. But Dragon's going to probably get some more health potions, I think. Or are they? So they avoided the one thing, so let's see. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to a shop. Avoiding that. Yep, going to a shop. Picking up another scroll. Scrolls allow you to teleport to different areas of the game. One lets you warp back to the beginning, the other one lets you warp to the area with all the towers. So remember, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to follow our runners. They're putting on a show for a game both of them, enjoy running. At least I think they enjoy running it. Dragon burning, I believe that's their 4th bell. Onto the 5th of the 7 bells. Option to pick up even more health, because you can never have too much health in this game. Nor can you never not have enough firepower. I might add, this game does give you a handful of iframes, but not a lot. And yes, you do have to deal with knockback, but at the same point, the knockback is tolerable, as long as you don't fall off a ledge. But it does have some realism there. Dragon climbing up, I believe, 5th tower here. For this room here for the gauntlet, which gives access to throwing faster. So into Death Bear's room. Standing really close so you can dish out a lot of damage there. As the faster you can deal damage, the faster you can get rid of enemies from the game. Picking up another scroll, going back. Hopefully should definitely make it up there. Yep. said, both of our runners are putting on a very good show and doing quite well. Which is always a good thing. I mean, we have some blobs, we have some bats, we've got some floating blobs, we've got some bells. Entering another tower. And we're climbing, climbing, climbing. Making sure to manage. Both of our runners are making sure to try to manage their health. Oh god, Dragon getting caught with the bat, trying to take out the bat, picking up the better sword. I believe that's the Dragon player, if I recall correctly as far as the name goes. Actually, if you want to see that as a tournament, that's one of the benefits of SpeedGaming Live. Advance inside the event in the tournaments. There's that one. Why do you think we got Deadly Towers? Drop the tower on that one and go from there. As I said, advance inside the tournaments. Only takes, dollar minimum to nominate a tournament, and or just $20 to make it max, to make it a side tournament, and SpeedGaming will do the best to try to make sure it gets shown off. 7 towers, 7 bells, and then a wizard. I think that was 5 or 6 for Dragon. As I said, next year's tournament, who knows what we're going to have on that one. I'm happy that we're getting to see 2 classics this year in both Deadly Towers and Star Tropics. Joonie running another one of the bells. Looks like Dragon is on, if not their 6th, then their 7th. But if Joonie gets their lottery, getting some solid RNG here. Will we see that? Yes, we will. Joonie managing to get the lottery. So Dragon, I lost track of the number of bells on that one. Probably opting for another scroll. Yep, if they're warping back here, then that means they have all 7 bells turned. And ready for the final boss of the game. I get onto the boss rush, basically, where we gotta take out a little bit of all the bosses again. And now on to the final boss. The timing, I believe, ends. Yep, once those bells fall, once they start falling. And get the GG's in chat for Bragondarch, who finishes first with a time of 34:36.6. Again, there's a lot of great lore in this game. A lot of it. I'm being corrected. It's 2 games on that one. So, looks like our runners will be getting ready for the second race, I guess. Now, you can actually see that the developers were hoping to be able to get a sequel, but sadly, but we will have another race coming up for this in a little bit, so it'll be interesting on that one. I'm assuming they're just going to go back to back. And it's good to see a classic that's shown off. If you look on the side, you can see a lot of the story being shown off. Oddly enough, you do have to admit, considering how Nintendo was in the 80s, with wanting to avoid a lot of things, the fact that this game got away with a lot of it is an amazing thing.